Good morning, fellow plumbers. Here we are, another day at the shop. It is a special morning here. We are getting our jetter truck serviced. The Spartan Urban Warrior is getting its first service today. So as of now, I am filling this thing up with water, filling the tanks, the 160 gallons of water that we have on here. We had a big job yesterday, a crazy job at McDonald's, clearing tons of grease all over the place. So the truck's a disaster this morning. I gotta come around, clean up all the grease mess, get the grease off the controller, maybe the hose, fill it up, make sure the fuel's topped off, and then we will be meeting Spartan. The Spartan company themselves is coming here from King of Prussia to service our truck and the motor itself on the Husqvarna jetter. So yeah, special day today, getting this all dialed in for another year of abuse. So gonna clean the truck real quick, give it a wash down, get everything ready, and then we will see what the guy says. He is a professional of jetting machines, so not only do I hope to film and get the truck serviced, I hope to learn a little bit myself, so if we run into any problems I can do some on-site or on-the-spot fixing or maintenance problems. So good morning from the home of the jetter. You guys want to see some skill? I'm about to back up down the whole road here. If you know where we are, you know where we are. It's about to get gnarly. Just backing down the whole road, down the one-wayer. Step your game up, Angelo. There we go. Backing her up. Yeah, boys. So right now we're going to meet the Spartan guy in this lot over here apparently, but I don't know where he went to himself. Figured I'd just put it here, a little bit shade for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll open it up. Cool. Cause dude, our shop's right in that road. Yeah. And they come by 60 miles an hour. So whatever you need.
You guys only have 30 hours on this machine.
It's not a lot, huh?
No, it really doesn't even need to be serviced.
So I think the reason that we're getting service is because when we got it, we let it sit in like a warehouse for 8 months or something, and he doesn't want to go past like all the warranty, the warranty, all that stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
so
no worries on that.
What would you usually service it at?
So we would typically do the first service at 50 hours.
50 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're legends. We're on.
Yeah.
We're on target.
Yeah, and then after that, we would do it once a year or every 250 hours.
Oh, 250 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, so and you don't have to change the oil every 250 hours?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you change. Yeah.
Wow.
So you change the pump oil, which the pump is right here.
Yep.
You change the pump oil like every 500 hours or every 3 years. Engine oil, we change 250 hours or once a year. We do them both initially like at 50 hours just to get the braking oil out of it.
So after this, we'll have like a solid year at least.
Oh yeah,
running
absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
This motor's brand new, boys.
Where's our man at, Spartan Bob?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
This is my favorite machine that we sell.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
19 gallons a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it no matter what? Can you dial it down to where it's less?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So, in layman's terms, we call that a regulator.
Okay.
But technically, what it is it's referred to as an unloader.
Okay.
So, anytime the engine's running, the pump is spinning, so it's pumping water.
Right. So it's staying water cooled.
So if it's not pushing water out the end of this hose,
Right.
what it does is it unloads the water, it unloads the pressure, and then sends it back into the water tank. Okay. But this also affects pressure and flow. So if you want to reduce the flow, you back that off, but at the same time, you're also reducing pressure.
Okay.
You can also reduce flow by slowing the engine down. You know, so like when you put that little tiny hose on there,
Yep.
and you back this thing off here, I wouldn't even I wouldn't even bump the engine speed up at all. I would just keep the engine at idle and then crank this down. You get to 3,000 on the gauge here, you're done. You don't need to do anything because this machine is pushing more water at idle than that hose can handle.
Gotcha.
Than that hose can handle. That 1/4-inch hose, what are you getting out of it? Maybe a gallon and a half a minute, you know,
right,
at the most,
right,
you know. And even at idle, this thing's still probably pushing 3-4 gallons a minute. Supply hose. Take a look at what it looks like.
It's kinked like crazy. I was
Yeah.
wondering why that was
And
like that.
it's leaking.
Is that where we get water out here?
Yeah. So look right here in the crack, like right about where my finger is. I'll start the machine up and you'll see the water coming out.
Oh, I see it. Looks like it's burned or something. Using air.
Right.
I don't think I'd use the generator pump right in their whole system. I would waste a lot of water on the water heater, unless they had a tankless.
Right.
And just keep antifreezing the whole system. Everything stays lubed and ready to go.
You could. You certainly could. Yeah.
How long have you been with the Spartan?
A little over. Well, it'll be 4 years in February.
Nice. You do the whole East Coast, or how far do you
Yeah.
go?
I mean, pretty much the entire country really is our. I mean,
Right.
we now have 4 of me.
Dude, everything's so small in here, though.
Yes. So in Europe, this machine would go into something. Are you familiar with the Ford Transit vans?
Yeah.
So like the Transit Connect, which is the little one, they'll put this machine in one of those over there. Yeah.
They're gnarly.
Yeah. And that's just because things over in Europe are considerably smaller. You know, they don't have big trucks like. I mean, they do, but they're just not as common over there as they are here.
Spartan boys just show up, ready to fix the jetters, dude. Spartan parts for days, dude. Legendary to drive this van around. And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend over there. The jetter truck is back in action. That was an epic experience, very educational. We learned a lot about the jetter itself. We learned some things that we need to do that we haven't been doing on the job. He located a hose that was ripped and kinked in our machine, which is why it's not running smoothly, it's pulsating, as he was saying. So there's a couple things we need to fix. We ordered the parts, but the service is done. And we're stoked, dude. Stoked to really get deep into this jetter and see what it can do. Week after the class, we're gonna try and fix it ourselves.
Yeah, we've been instructed that we can handle this low pressure hose. Robert can handle this.
All right, so let's just film this. It comes in from here.
Yeah.
Comes down, it is strapped right there with a zip tie.
I don't like how this angle, he's
Then
saying
it comes around and just there, but we can't make it too close to this, I'll tell you that. So
that's why it's it got burned right there.
well, let's just see what kind of hose Mr. B or someone
Yeah.
can give us.
Yeah.
We got one side off. This hose is pretty thick. Good morning. We removed the hose, went to AutoZone, got a radiator hose that was 2 inches shorter, but it should work. Now we're going to Fire this bad boy up. See if it works. Turn all these bad boys on. All these water things. Turn these bad boys back on. What's going on here? Here we go. Oh, that's that. Okay. Let's fire it up here. Let's give it a test here, boys. Turn the water on. See if we have any. Well, now my foot just got soaking wet, dude. We don't have any leaks up top, but wow, that's gnarly. Now we got it juiced up right now. I'm gonna give it some more RPMs. We're at like 2,200 RPMs. We can juice it up, crank it up a little more, make sure we don't have a blow. Alright, looks like we just went all-time semi-pro mechanic here, boys. And, yeah, went big dog. Fix that hose. Now we gotta fix the emergency control switch here that Chuck ripped off. It's getting serious when you're going into the main frame like this. Taking apart the electronics control panel here. I'm going to put the camera down, and when this is opened, I will show you guys what we're looking at in here. Let's get our first look inside the beast. Not very complicated. Okay, there's the wire right there. I need to make sure that I rewire that exactly how it's wired there. So, shouldn't be that hard, but it needs to be done the right way. The old plug here. Chuck somehow ripped it out, which is pretty classic. So that's the old plug. So this is a Spartan jetter machine, the Urban Warrior. It's the largest of its kind, so it's pretty gnarly. Dude, all they gave me was this? They didn't give us like the full button. So, I don't get it, huh, boys? They gave us the wrong piece. I don't get it. I'm trying to replace here the whole piece, and this is all they sent us. Just a little electric piece. That's weird. So I'm just going to put everything back together, tighten all the bolts up, put everything back together. We fixed the hose, which was the biggest problem. We've never used this emergency switch, so we'll just have to order another part and then put it in later. But as of now, the machine's fixed and ready to, you know, clear some sewers, make some money. So that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen.